Hey everybody. This is probably like my week or a little over a week update on this hair, which I love very much. You guys know, is my mic? Okay. Make sure I'm talking into my mic. I'm actually waiting to clock in at work. So that's probably why, that's the reason why I'm talking so loud. But yeah, I love the hair I have in my head. 18, 20, and 2 22s. 18, 20, 2 22s, and my closure is 10 inches. So there's a whole lot of hair in here going on. My closure is right in here, and all of this is me. And I gotta slick it down with some gel. Excuse me, I feel like I'm getting a cold. Can't breathe out of my right nostril, and my throat is hurting me, so I think I'm getting a cold. I told myself that I wasn't going to say anything about Colin Kaepernick, but there's really nothing really to say besides the fact that I agree and I stand with him. Rather, I kneel with him on this. He's exercising his right to peacefully protest, and everybody's all up in arms about him exercising his right because they find it to be disrespectful. Whatever. We find a whole lot of stuff disrespectful to us, but we won't talk about that. We'll just talk about the fact that he decided to kneel and not praise the flag. And there's really no other type of conversation I could possibly have about this, because when I do have the conversation with people, it gets shut down real easily and real quick when they say what they have to say, and I basically rebuttal with, he's exercising his right to peacefully protest, and you or nobody else has the right to tell him that he can't, or a right to tell him how he can do it. So that's the end of that discussion. You don't agree because that's what you want to do, fine, but you can't tell somebody how they can peacefully protest. You just can't do that. He's exercising his right to do so, and that's just it. Moving on. I'm absolutely in love with the fact of the support that he's getting from other fellow football players, other athletes in other sports, even those in the military, that people are saying, oh, he's disrespecting those in the military. So the support that he's getting from the military, like, I love all of it. I absolutely do, because it brings the awareness, it brings up the conversation that there's something wrong, and y'all people can't keep sweeping it under the rug. Can't keep doing that. So that's that. That's my comments on that. There's a whole lot of stuff that's been going on that I wanted to talk about. Just haven't had the time to really make a video and sit down and really talk about everything. Like the rapist I got out in 3 months. Yeah, rapist. He's a rapist. He raped that woman, because sexual assault is not penetration. Sexual assault is the unwanted sexual advances, touching body parts in a sexual manner that's not wanted. That's what sexual assault is. Rape is intercourse. So to my understanding, he penetrated this young woman behind the trash can while she was unconscious. He penetrated rape without her consent because she was unconscious. So that would be rape. And he got 3 months. Well, I'm sorry, 6 months, and just got out in 3 months on good behavior. This great old United States of America. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of stuff going on in the United States of America. There are good things, and a lot of people still come to this country in hopes to make a better life for themselves and their families. So I'm blessed to be an American, but there are a lot of things that need to be changed for everyone, including my kind. But so yeah, that's all I had to say. I'm so with you, Colin, and I'm with you as far as, I agree with how you're doing it, and I want you to continue doing it. And I look forward to seeing other people standing with you, because it is something that we need to talk about. And there is a third line in the stanza that nobody seems to want to talk about that either. People just say, "Oh, that was back then." But we're supposed to be okay with the other part, but just don't listen to that part, because it's not in it. But it actually is. We just don't sing it. So. But I totally agree with his method of doing so, because he's using his platform and the voices that are being heard, because nobody really pays attention to the so-called nobodies that protest, the little groups that people put together. Nobody really, they get a little attention, but I live in North Carolina, so the news, they're not interviewing those people down the street on the corner, while they're protesting. They're not asking them. They drive right past them. They're not asking them. But when somebody that has that platform to do so, they're asking them. They want to know why, that kind of stuff from them. So I'm totally with it. I totally agree. And that's just my opinion. And I have a right to my opinion. And I have a right to peacefully protest. And you don't have the right to tell anybody how they can peacefully protest. You don't. Whether you like it or not, you don't. And that's that. Let's see. So before I go ahead and clock in, if you're interested in this hair that I have, and I do sell it. I have a 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and a 22 in stock at the moment. I sell them individually or as a set, as for example, 12, 14, 16, 16, 18, 20, or 16, 18, 20, 22, or however. I don't have any closures at the moment, but if you're interested, just put your info down below, or email me as usual at rhighsmith17@gmail. Highsmith is just how it sounds, the word high and Smith together, 17@gmail. Or hit me up on Rachel Nicole 26 on Instagram, or that's where everybody goes to my Instagram, which is cool. Because if you drop it down below, I'll see it too. It might take me a little bit longer, but hit me up on Instagram. It pops up on my phone automatically. I don't know why. When people leave comments or whatever, or even when I get a new subscriber, it takes me forever to see it. Shout out to all my subscribers. I think I had a new one probably a month ago or two. Sorry about the text. I like to say hello to all of you. I like to make a video. Sometimes I'll make a video just to say hello to you and thank you for subscribing and watching and wanting to be a part of what's going on with me. Real quick, September 24th, there is a PCOS awareness walk in Atlanta, Georgia. I believe it's in Atlanta, Georgia. If it's not in Atlanta, it's somewhere in Georgia. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it. I'll be out of state going to New Jersey on the 23rd, so I won't be able to make it. However, if you're interested, I did post the information on my Facebook, which you can just type my name in, Rachel Highsmith, and I'll pop up. Make sure you look at the pictures close enough, because there's another girl that has my first and last name, so where you could do a virtual walk, and it's just to create an awareness, because PCOS, I feel, is like underrated. I don't think a lot of people talk about it enough, and there's a lot of women that suffer from it, and people don't find out that they're diagnosed with it, or that they actually have it, and don't get diagnosed until later in life when they're trying to conceive and trying to figure out why. they're not conceiving. So I think it's really cool to be a part of. I will be doing a virtual walk. If you want to find out more information on how to virtually walk, just go to my page and click on that link, and you'll get all the updated details that you need. I will be doing a walk. If you are unable to do, I think it's like the 5K walk. If you can't do all 5, it's fine. Do whatever it is that you can do, just to let people know about it. I have not been officially diagnosed with PCOS, but I feel that since I have the symptoms of PCOS, that I have PCOS, and unfortunately my gynecologist that I was seeing was making light of my situation, which seems to be common from other videos that I've seen. So I'll be doing that walk. If you want more information about it, just put everything down below. I'll make sure I look at it every day so that I won't miss anybody. Or hit me up on RachelNicole26 on Instagram. Be a part of the walk, be a part of the awareness, be a part of the cause. There are a lot of women that are suffering from this, and it is difficult. It can be very difficult for couples who are trying to conceive and not knowing, and it's all about seeing your gynecologist early on and checking out your ovaries, and trying to find that out early on so that it could be treated, and prayerfully you'll be able to conceive. But it's time for me to go to work. This video is like 12 minutes long. I didn't mean for it to be that long, but yeah. So any questions on the hair or anything like that? It's still very soft. I love this hair. So any questions, just let me know. Anything you want to talk about, just let me know. I'll be starting my fashion vlog hopefully this weekend. So look out for that. You guys have a blessed day.